Hi everyone, welcome back. So I'm going to attempt to do round 6 tonight. This is my circular shawl that I'm making for a baby, and I am, just to let you know what I'm using, I'm using Sirdar Snuggly 3-ply wool, which is very nice wool to use, and this is what I've done so far. So I've done 5 rounds and now I'm on my 6th round. So it's quite early in the evening and I'm just going to try and do some before I get tea ready. So I left it where I did my 2 chain to start my next round off. And now my pattern is telling me to do 1 treble into each of the next 4 treble. Okay, so I'm going to do that. So that is 1. 2, 3, 4. Okay, and now my pattern is telling me to miss 2 treble, and then it's telling me to do 9 treble into, so miss 2 treble, and then I have to do 9 treble into the next treble, and then I need to miss 2 trebles, and then I need to do 5. Okay, so I'm just going to carry on and do that. So I'm going to miss 2 trebles, which is there, and then I'm going to do 9 now into this one. So it's 1, just take that little hair away. 2, 'Oh, I didn't catch a stitch then. So let me do that again. So it's 1, 2, so this is my 3rd treble. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, and then I'm going to miss 2 treble, which is that one, and then I'm going to do 5 into the next one. I have got 2 cats that are eyeing up my ball of wool, which I'm just going to make sure that I distract them enough so that they don't play. Oh, there, look, I've split my wool there. So let me just take that one back and I can do that again. So that's 1 treble. So now I'm going to do this next one. Okay. That's my 2nd. That's my 3rd. That's my 4th. And that's my 5th. Okay, and then I'm going to do 2 chain, because this is my repeat of my pattern. I'm going to start by doing 4 into the next one, but I just want to show you this so that you can see how the pattern's forming. So you can see this is doing a beautiful little, like, almost shells on top of each other. It's forming on top, and that is what's building the pattern. And then your gaps are all lining up here, and that's just sitting really nicely. Okay, so I'll carry on with this, and you can listen to me waffling on while I do it. I normally talk to the animals actually when I'm doing things if they're in the room, but Pip is snoring in the front room, Bertie's asleep on the chair, and Lulu's asleep in the basket at the moment. So they've all been fed, and they're all just chilling for the evening. To be a cat or a dog. Okay, so that's my first 5 there. So I'm going to miss 2, 1, 2, and now I'm going to do 9 into my next one. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Apologies if you can hear my dog snoring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. As she's got older, so I'm missing 2, she's got a very loud snore, which makes me chuckle. It makes me laugh, bless her. It's very comforting just to listen to her in the corner. It's the first dog I've owned. I wish I owned more dogs previously. They are very, very good companions. So now this is my second little section done. I'll just show you those 2 there. So I'm happy with that. So let's just carry on and I'll do the next bit here. So I will get my wool and let's just do my next treble. So I'm going to do 5 trebles. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. Now I've got 9 to do, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 've split my wool there, so I'm going to pull that back. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know how to make this look so that I'm not snatching it. I sometimes feel like I'm snatching at the wool, but I'm not. I'm just So that's 1, 2, and then this is my 5. I'll try and slow down a bit actually, just so that you can see properly what I'm doing. I think it's very that's what my daughter told me when I was showing her how to do things. She kept saying, "You're going too fast, Mum, you're going too fast, slow down, that makes no sense." So like I get it. This shawl I've actually done. I'm by no means an expert at any pattern I pick up. I have to think about it. I have to decipher it. I have to look at it. This was a shawl pattern that I liked, and I picked it up and I thought, do you know what, I can do that. It's just, yeah, it's fine. In truth, it was quite a difficult one to start with, but I've actually, through all the frustrations of actually learning how to do it, I love the pattern, and I've done it about 4 times. I've never done it perfectly, if I'm truthful, but it's been really nice. So I made, like, my brother was having twins, and I made 2 blankets for him, and I've made a couple of blankets for friends, and I really just like the pattern, and it's just one I've kept. Sorry, split the wool again. It's one that I've kept in my folder, just so that whenever I wanted to do it, I could do it again. And I do like it. It's one I come back to. It's a little bit different. I've been looking in the charity shops actually for old knitting patterns and things, and old crochet patterns. Picked up a whole load at the weekend for like 20 pence a pattern, and it's incredible because, like, you know, I know some people say they're old-fashioned, but they're not. It's only the photos that are old-fashioned. The actual designs, you can adapt them to bring them up into like what fashion is today, the colours of what we are today, and also, like I've said previously, second-hand shops are a really good place to get needles, crochet hooks, sewing items, purely just because they're a lot cheaper than buying them new. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And if you're just setting out and you're learning how to do a craft, I do find sometimes that you can spend a fortune on equipment and then it just sits in a cupboard not doing anything. It's like the exercise bike that you think, yeah, I'm going to get fit. I'm going to buy that exercise bike. I'm going to use it every day. I'm going to look like a supermodel by the end of the year. And then it just becomes a clothes horse. Just like mine did for many years before I sold it. So, you know, I do think that, you know, if you are interested, we've all got charity shops in our area now. So just have a quick look in there before you spend a fortune, because there are lots of equipment that you can pick up, and it's very reasonable, and your money is going to a good cause as well. So I must admit, there's a place that we go quite often to just look to see what they've got in there, look to see what books they've got, puzzles and things like that. And there's a beautiful wooden sewing box. Well, I think it's beautiful. It's quite plain actually, but it's really nice, and it does everything that I need in there. It holds all my stuff, and it just sits in the corner. And I didn't pay a lot of money for it, which was good. I was looking at some, and it was just like, well, I'm not sure I really like any of the modern ones, so it's quite good. 1, 2. And everything comes back into fashion, doesn't it? You know, you look at some of the things today and I think, gosh, I was wearing that when I was young. Or my mum used to wear things like that. 3, that's 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now I said in my video yesterday, you know, sometimes I've missed stitches, and I have missed stitches. You know, I have, and I've missed doing some of these. The only thing you have to do is, if you do that, is later on you might need to do an additional stitch, like do 2 stitches into one, just to make it correct with your counting again. So I'm going to make every attempt on this one not to miss one. She says with great enthusiasm. Oh, look, I've split my wool again. That's a frustration that I always do, and I don't know how to get myself out of that habit. I just keep doing it. Anyway, I'm sure if I practice and practice and practice, I might get better at it. Last time I was doing crocheting quite a bit, I found I struggled to knit afterwards, because I don't know, it was just a different technique, and I really struggled to knit. So I'm going to try knitting again, because I picked up another thingy for blankets, and my mum does she knits lots of blankets for the SCABoo unit at the local hospital. And I do think that's quite a nice thing to do. So I'm going to try and do some of those. They have a specific requirement of what they want, but it's nice to do. So you have a look and see what I've got. So this is my last pattern repeat that I'm going to do. So this is coming up to my 5th treble. I've got a little fruit fly or something flying around. I can see it out of my corner of my eye. So I'm going to miss 2, and then I'm going to do my 9 treble. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, and then I'm going to just do my last 5. So I'm going to miss 2, and then I'm going to do 1. Just do my, that's bugging me there. I don't know what that is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, just split my wool again. No, that's okay. I've recovered that one. So now I'm going to go into my 2nd chain, which is this one here. And as you will see from my previous videos, that I struggle to do this nicely. So I'm trying that one. It's getting that loop, isn't it? Because I want to go into the back here and pick it up so that I've got these 2. This one. That's it. I've got the hoop behind. I'm sure if other people say there's a better way of doing that, please. Oh, darn. If there's a better way of doing that, please let me know. It's something I've always struggled with, and I've always made it up as I go along. It's got that, that's hoop that. I'm just going to pull this through. That's it, 1 and 2. That's it. There you go. We have done round 6, and as you can see, that is growing really well, and that is looking quite good. I'm pleased with that, except for the cat here. I'm pleased with that. So thank you for watching. Take care, have a good evening, and I hope to see you again tomorrow. Bye for now.